What's up, man? It's your boy there. It's the great. Listen, it's summertime. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? You need something real refreshing, right? You know what I'm saying? Something real good. So what we got here is a product for my girl, Juicy Fruit underscore DMV. Follow that on IG, Juicy Fruit underscore DMV. We got the pineapple ginger and lime. Y'all know, look, I love me some ginger, man. Like ginger is real good for you. It's good for your digestion. It's good for your skin. It has a lot of healing properties and things of that nature. And you know, the pineapple ginger is almost like it's like a Caribbean thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mercy. You know what I mean? It's that Jamaican punch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, check her out. You know what I'm saying? Also, she collab with Eat with Kish. You know what I'm saying? That's another up and coming business. Young lady that's doing her thing. You know, she has these drinks. You know, and if you wanted something a little stronger, you know, she can provide that for you too. So tap in with my homegirl, man. Juicy Fruit underscore DMV, pineapple ginger, lemon lime, man. Refreshing for you. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Darius the Great from the Dichotomy Podcast. We here with a special, you know, this is a new series we doing called The Trap Left Scars. You know what I'm saying? And y'all see where we at. This place is kind of sentimental to me. You know what I'm saying? This is where I kind of first got my feet wet in the streets. Around my way. We're talking about Village Green, Barlow Road, Dutch Village, Landover side. You know what I'm saying? Bellhaven is over there. You know what I'm saying? We used to be over there too, but it's basically the same thing. Dutch Village, Bellhaven. We kind of, people from Bellhaven used to come over here. People from Dutch Village used to go over there, back and forth, Palmer Park down the street. But the Trap Left Scars is a series about what the trap did to us, the good, the bad, the ugly, what we learned. You know what I'm saying? The trap fed us, right? It fed us real good, you know what I mean? But it fractured us too, you know what I'm saying? It left us scarred, you know, some emotional, some mental. And some people didn't survive, some people didn't overcome it. But we did, you know what I'm saying? Luckily we did. So we're gonna be talking to a few of my comrades, to a few of my OGs out here, and we're gonna take you through this journey, the Trap Left Scars. What's up, man? It's your boy Darius the Great, and we here on a special inauguration episode of my series called The Trap Left Scars. I got somebody special near and dear to me right here on my left-hand side. I moved to Landover in 92, 93. I was like 11 years old. I was coming from D.C., and I came to Landover, Maryland, Dutch Village, Village Green, Bottle Road, and this was one of the first men I met, man. My good OG Rocky, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good, man. Good. Blessing to see you, bro.
Yes, sir.
So where we at right here is an origin story. So this is where the house at, man. This is where it all started, the origin. And how I know him because his mother used to collect the condo fees. You know what I'm saying? His mom used to collect the condo fees. She was like the head honcho of the condo fees, man. So let's take us back. Like when did you first move out here? Like what year?
I moved out here. I was 7.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I was in the 2nd grade.
Okay.
Yeah, we moved out here from we moved out. Matter of fact, actually, we moved here from Oxon Hill. We moved here from Oxon Hill Village.
Okay. Oxon Hill Village. So when you moved out here, what was it like when you first came out here?
Oh man, when we first moved here, it was all this right here was still a dirt road. So we was the first one to actually live in the horseshoe.
For real?
Literally, like us and Mr. V.
So
the only two.
The only thing I knew about Landover, because it's funny, because my father's side is from Glenard and my mother's side from the city. I knew about Landover Mall, you know what I'm saying, but I didn't really know. A matter of fact, I had my first 30th birthday at Furrow's, Atlanta. I don't know if you remember Furrow's, the little ice cream shop.
Yeah, I remember yeah.
But so yeah, you came. So what year was that when you came out here?
That was 84.
84. Damn. So I was born 82. Nigga, I was 2 years old. I was 2 years old. So when did you see? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you was one of the first. When do you start seeing things develop? Like as far as like, you know, things getting built, and what year do you feel like when the street stuff kind of
when it took
on?
You
know, took up, impeded over here. Like what year?
Man, because like when we first moved out here, the Jamaicans was still in Bellhaven then.
Right.
So it's probably about 85, 86.
Okay.
When I first like
kind of knew what was going on.
You know what I'm saying? But then you know, the youngers around Bellhaven. We used to beef with them, me and my brother.
Yeah.
Literally, like, every day we come out the house, we got to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, after a while, I started getting a name for myself from fighting and all that. And then it took on to a part where I started hanging out over there.
Right.
So, let me tell you, what flipped the switch on me was when it was a Jamaican one day, right? And I sold my first little dime. I'm like 8 or 9 years old, literally. Right. I'm getting it just to go to the ice cream truck. You feel me? Jamaica dude pulled me to the back of the building, put a nickel-plated 38 in my face, said, "Sorry, don't sell no drugs out here." And I think at that point, it was like, okay, this is what it is.
Right. So that's crazy. So it's funny because when I first pulled up, I let people know, like, I was breaking it down, like, okay, this side was Dutch Village, and then over there is Belhaven. But it wasn't always unified. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
At one point, even Palmer Park, like, we was all in the same radio, watching the heights up the street. Shit, niggas on this side ain't fuck with niggas on that side for a little bit.
Yeah.
But after a while, it became like people started becoming, implementing, like, niggas would come over there and the niggas come back and forth. What was some of the original people from around Belhaven you knew? I knew Spud, I knew Kurt, I knew Zaz. So who was some of the people you knew from over there in Belhaven?
From back then?
Yeah, back then.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you.
Feel like Rob, Reebok?
Yeah, it's like all them, all of them came out later on. But KP, Boot Nose, all of them was out there. You know what I'm saying? But they was young. So they was, still in school, whatever. But it was a Panamanian dude named Panama. We used to call him Panama. And he the one that took me under his wing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He used to drive a Jetta, back in the day.
Jetta was like that. And the rabbits too.
And the rabbit. But he used to drive a Jetta, and he kind of took to me.
Right.
So I would be kicking it with him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really started dealing with KP and them until I got a little older.
Right. So yeah, so I when I first moved around here, like I said, it was like 92, it's 93.
Matter of fact, hold on. Mantech.
Shout out to Mantech, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because this how smaller I work with Mantech's wife at my job. And also I used to hang with Mantech's little brother. When we used to go to Parkdale together. His name, shout out my man Richard. He doing a little time now. But they Jamaican.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't know, Mantech. So, you know what I'm saying? I know Mantech, and it's the crazy thing about the situation with Mantech, he actually got killed in 93 on my birthday, November 19th, 1993. He got stabbed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's crazy. So, so when I first moved out here, man, I think you, Peyton, and 2 Days is one of the first people I met because I lived across the street in 2 Days. So let's fast forward to that era, 92, 93. Where you at in the streets during that time?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never got rich doing it, but it was consistent. You know what I'm saying? It was a consistent flow. Like, it was never a dull moment at that time, 92, 93. You know what I'm saying? I'm 15, 16.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? And by that time, we kind of like getting locked in. Everybody, but it was just us and Bill Haven, and Palm Park was still Palm Park.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But around that time, yeah.
Did you see from the 80s, how did the streets transform my bad from the 80s to the 90s? Like, did you see a difference? Because I know, was it getting like, I know in the 80s it was like a gold mine as far as money, but as far as like the 90s, was it getting more violent?
Yeah, I say that. I would say that. Like, it really got violent. You know what I'm saying? First, it was everybody would fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what dudes getting beat with the Louisville Sluggers and all that. But then, like I said, the Jamaicans was the ones that really turned it violent. You know what I'm saying? Because, back then, Bill, KP and all them was up top, and the Jamaicans was down the bottom. So they ended up clashing, and the thing got ugly.
Right.
Yeah, and they ended up getting them away from it. But then, like I say, it really wasn't like a bunch of gun violence around here.
Yeah.
Like I say, back then, it was the thing of, as opposed to now, if somebody got killed, you knew why they got killed.
Yeah, it was a reason.
It was a reason.
It wasn't no just senseless.
Yeah, it just wasn't no.
And it was playing for high stakes back then too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about 92, 93. Let's talk about some of the fashion, man. I used to see y'all niggas with the Temps, the polo boots even back then. I remember niggas was wearing the suede joints with the fringes, the little coats. It was like the it looked like the cowboy shit. You know what I'm saying? What was some of your favorite fashion pieces from that time, like 92, 93? Polo, niggas was on that polo shit too.
Polo. You know what? I straight because I never really got with polo back then. I was more so on like the like Hugo Boss. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you come from the city. All my people's in the city.
Right.
So I was seeing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was never like, I never really got with polo like that.
Polo, I remember shit. What
and
else?
Then the polo boots. I got a story to tell you about the polo boots. The one with the buckle on them.
Yeah. The buck. That's the joint. The suede joints.
it's like when we talk about you, they would tell you that story though. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember them joints because used to be a store at Landover Mall. I forgot the name of it.
Cavaliers.
Yeah, Cavalier, definitely Cavalier. They had the motherfucker, and then a lot of niggas don't remember these, but you remember the Avias? The all white hot top with the shop with the gray stitching. Hey, I be telling niggas like, what is it? I say, Slim, you don't remember the motherfucker Avias?
Man, I used to go get 2 pairs of those
because
they get fucked up.
They get fucked up. Yeah,
the one shoe.
Yeah,
like the Reebok Revenges.
Yeah, exactly. The Avias, man. What was you about to say about the polo boots?
But the polo boots bad, cause one day we got my man house Dennis. I don't know if you remember Dennis.
Dennis, light skin Dennis. Yeah, that was bro. Shout out my man Dallin, man.
Yeah, we sitting there, man. And 2 they just kept talking crazy to Dennis. And he had the polo boots on. He said, man, I'm gonna kick you, leave this polo print in your forehead. And man, I'd be damned if he did, boy. He kicked him in the mirror of his forehead. He had an emblem in his head.
Dennis was always a wild nigga too, man. Wild light skinned nigga, man. So we gonna take a quick walk to another part. You know what I'm saying? Where this is around the time. We fast forward to 94, 95, where I started to observe things that I didn't really know about, but I seen stuff going on. So look, y'all. Now we doing the timeline. We talking about my man origin story. You know, from the 80s up to 92, 93. And now we here like 94, 95. So we're going to take a walk, man, to where we at right now. We call this the cut. You know what I'm saying? Down there, you can walk through there, get to the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? Get to Belhaven. But this was the cut to take you to Belhaven, the shoppers. People used to come through here. Man, it's, they sold the cut up, man. This joint. But it used to be couches. Yeah. Used to be all types of shit, tables. Niggas be back here gambling, trapping.
Yeah, we had a car, we had the board right there.
So everybody who went, if you go to the store, you automatically go through here because you had to walk all the way around to go to the shoppers. You know what I'm saying? But this is where it's at. So let's fast forward to 94, 95, man. Tell me from your perspective what this area meant to you.
All right, so 94, like I say, we had just started it. And so from 94, I got locked up one time. But then, you know what I'm saying, I kept getting put out of school. I went to many high schools, Suitland, Spingarn, all that. So can I take it to 95?
Right,
I'm gonna take it to 95 now.
Right.
95 with the Job Corps. Came back from Job Corps, and everybody was out here. But it wasn't booming.
Right.
So I came home, nigga gave me an 8-ball. I got an 8-ball. Okay, now I went from the 8-ball to a core from there, it kept going. And I got to the point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn this strip to a dub strip. And when I turned it to a dub strip,
right.
I was talking about from 95 to 96, bro. Every person, Palm Park, Kentland, Washington Heights, their people was coming to us. You know what I'm saying? Because I took the Jamaican scheme out. They was selling work at 50, I was selling work at 20s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can come buy one or get two and go, you know what I'm saying, do their thing, come right back. So yeah, 95, that was it. That's my fondest memories of this area right here.
Okay.
1995.
So let me tell you from my young perspective. So you got your perspective. So I'm 95, I'm like 12. I turned 13 November 1995. So I think just around like March, and I remember I got a vivid memory because remember it used to be a record store over there. Remember the store used to buy the tapes and shit? And this one, ODB came out, the Brooklyn Zoo. That was my shit. Y'all want to know how I obtained that tape, man? My uncle, man, rest in peace, man. You know, he used to be on that shit. He used to be on them yams. And he used to be fried, you know what I'm saying? He high out his mind, drunk. So the nigga, my cousin Dirk, his son, so we used to watch the box. Remember the box and shit? So we watched, I'm like, man, I gotta get this motherfucker tape.
19B.
19B. 19B. MTV was 18B, BT was 17B. So I'm looking at this nigga. So this nigga got like a dub, $20 hanging out his pocket. So I'm looking at my cousin, his son. He looking at me. I'm like, man.
We got him.
I say, look, man. I took the motherfucker dub out of his pocket. Back then, the tape was like $10.99. You know what I'm saying? So we got the tape. Then we had some motherfucker shit left over to get a little something for the curry out. That was Rainbow Subs.
Rainbow Subs. The Haggers owned it.
Yeah, exactly. Down there, they was like Chinese and black. They was Asian and black. Shout out to my girl Keontae Roach, man. She a part of the family. So I'm saying that to bring it back. When I was coming through the cut, I'm walking through here, and OGs used to walk through. They used to beat out, go to our body, and fuck us up and all that, trying to make us tough. But one day I remember I was out here. It was like you, I think Dirty, because Dirty was younger than y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like a few others. But I noticed, man, you had came back with like, matter of fact, like that thank you bag, that little plastic bag. I seen a plastic bag, and I'm gonna just say this: there's a whole lot of content in that
Yeah,
bag.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I ain't talking no short shit. I'm talking like the bag was damn near full, and I
Yeah.
remember seeing that shit, and I'm just like, now mind you, I know what this is because you know, unfortunately on my mother's side of the family, crack ran deep. You know what I'm saying? My uncle and my aunts was hooked to it. So at 9 years old, I was finding the homemade crack pipes around the house. I didn't know what it was. It was like the little Tylenol bottle with the
the
pen,
aluminum foil
the
on it.
pens
Yeah.
with the aluminum foil with the rubber band on
Yeah,
top, and then
yeah.
like they take the case from the little pen
Yeah,
and put it on
yeah,
as the
yeah,
stem.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I knew what this was, but this was my first time seeing it up close in person, like on some distribution level type shit. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, from my young age, it left me intrigued. I ain't fuck around.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn, like I seen how the shit was run like a real operation.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And so I'm looking at it like, damn, like, y'all niggas won't let me hustle.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
because y'all knew that wasn't my mentality.
Yeah.
Y'all knew it wasn't like that. But I was just still looking like, from my young eyes, like, damn, like this shit like look
You know
real.
what's crazy though that you say that, right?
Mhm.
Because back then, that's when we used to have y'all playing football back then.
Exactly. We was
Yeah,
kids. We
yeah,
was
y'all
still
was kids,
y'all
yeah.
still made sure we were kids. Y'all, and that's one thing I can say about this generation compared to this younger generation now. They didn't allow us they didn't put nothing in our hand. They was like, we see you doing this shit, we're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
They was like, focus on being kids. You know what I'm saying? And we eventually, when you get older and you develop to your own, you make your own decisions. But I promise you, Rocky, Dirty, KP, Dirty Cuz, none of them never said, hey, you want to do this, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. Now, I'm going to say this, though. Lil Roger and Lil Dion, I don't know if you remember,
Yeah,
Lil
I know
Roger.
Dion. I know,
They
I don't
was
remember Lil Rob, I
advanced.
remember
Yeah,
Dion,
they was advanced. They was like 12 years. While we was playing, looking at wrestling and comic books, Lil Roger and Dion was like 12. They was different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lil Dion, my man, he was from the city from around 58. So, but he was like one of the first niggas, like youngsters I seen, like really doing this thing. So I want to tell two stories about this cut, man. One time, we walking through here, you know, they used to fuck us up in the cut. You know what I'm saying? And so then another story is one day, man, at Parkdale, this like 2000, man. So we went to Parkdale homecoming. My man Ty, my man Steve, Antron, we all up there. I think remember Spanish Giovanni, Gio?
Yeah.
I think Gio was with us. So I went to Parkdale homecoming. I got kicked out of Parkdale, but I went to the homecoming. So we drinking Mad Dog 2020 and shit. So you already know what that is, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the line, I'm just tripping and fucked up. So Mr. Stewart, bum ass,
Stewart, yeah.
that nigga didn't like me at all. That nigga was like, he can't come in. So I'm like, man, what the fuck I do? You just can't come in. So mind you, all my homies, Steve, they going in. I'm like, man, this is before Uber and wasn't no motherfucker. This like 9 o'clock at night. We all out Riverdale. So nigga Steve said, nigga, I'm gonna drop you back around the way, but we going back to the party. So mind you, I don't live around here no more. I live actually in Nova Avenue, Capitol Heights. But he just dropped me off around here. And I came around here in a cut. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and guess who I was kicking it with all night? Dirty Cuz.
Dirty Cuz.
I'm mad as shit. We sitting on the couch. He doing Dirty Cuz doing his 1-2 thing.
Yeah.
He making his bread, and I'm just in this motherfucker pouting. He's like, and you know how he talk with the slur and shit, like, bro, shorty, let that shit go, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit go, shorty. And I'm like, man, that was one of the. But it was end up being fun because after the homecoming, everybody came over here, and we just started turning up and having fun and celebrating, man. Then another story is, man, my man Lil Josh, man, Jose brothers, man. Shout out to Jose. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Lil Phil. This is a different time. This is '04.
Yeah.
I went to Dirty House, and we just gonna say a substance, right? So Dirty said he gave me a jar of a substance. Said, hey, take this to Lil Josh. I said, all right. So I went over there, took it to him. Now the substance I had is a strong substance. You know what I'm saying? And it's a chemical-based substance, and the residue will still be on your hand if you don't, you know what I'm saying, wipe your hand or gloves off. So the major rookie mistake I made, I gave it to Josh, and then when I went back, I did this. I wiped my face.
Now you done put it in your system.
Man, I'm motherfucking, I feel like a giraffe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit, man. I'm like, oh shit, nigga. I'm having a panic, man. That shit hit me, bro, because I don't indulge in that substance. So just a little bit of that can leave you, you know what I'm saying, all types of shit. And I'm just like, bro, like it just took me like 5 hours to come. Then another story. I'm out here smoking with Antron and shit, man. I don't know if it was a sack. I don't know what. I lunched out. You know what I'm saying? I lunched out, motherfucker, heart racing, motherfucker. They had to give me milk, all that shit. And then it's the last story out here, man. Man, this nigga, man, you know Lil Michi?
Yeah.
Lil Michi had me scared. Hey, Lil Michi was a little crazy. He older than me, but they used to call him Lil Michi because he was younger than them.
Yeah.
But he was a wild little nigga, man.
Yeah, he was.
So I remember he was with Dirty, right? So I'm looking at him, you know what I'm saying? They walking this shit. The nigga Michi said, man, why little fat cuz all in my face and shit? The nigga Dirty said, nah, man, that's my little homie, man. He good. I'm young. He's like, all right. So then one day I walked through the cut. The nigga Michi's sitting right there in the building. So I'm walking. I don't know if he thought I was hustling or what. He said, little shorty, you live right here? I said, nah. He said, well, if you don't live here, get the fuck from around here.
Yeah.
I was all right.
But see, that's crazy, because I'm going to tell you, when we first moved out here, it was Michi. Like, man, I fought down there everybody over there. Literally. That's how I made my name. I fought everybody over there.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I ain't got to say no name. But, I ain't never lose.
Yeah, but Michi was a wild one, though.
He was wild.
He was wild. He was wild one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's some fond memories, man, of. So let me ask you this, like, from, what would you done different from that era to now? Like, what would you have done different?
Like, man, you know what, man? I can't even say what I'd have done different, bro.
Right.
Because I can't, you know what I'm saying?
It made you who you are.
It made me who I am today.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas though, like, I always was respectful. Anytime people came through, made sure it was a carpet out here or something for when it rained, they ain't got to walk through the mud. You know what I'm saying? I always looked out for the people.
Right.
Yeah, I always looked out for the people.
Right. So yeah, so man, 95, right? So we're gonna take you to another journey. We're gonna speed up the timeline. And how we doing the timeline is from his era, we're gonna transition over to my era. And when we started to kind of indulge in certain things, all right? The trap left scars. So right here is where I used to live in 1862. I was asking you, what you remember about my spot, man?
Like I said, we used to hang out right here.
Yeah, the step.
You know what I'm saying? Right on the steps. We always had a spot to go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, my mother was hardly home because she was always working, you know what I'm saying, single mother. She was working during the post office, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that's a lot of free time for a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, she used to be like, look, you go home, you don't come outside. You know what I'm saying? You go straight in the house. Don't say shit to nobody.
Yeah.
Not knowing, because, you know, it was laws back then. You know what I'm saying? We was called latchkey kids. You know, we go in there. But as you get older, you know, you start noticing the routine. Like, man, she ain't going to be home. I get home at 2:30, 3.
She ain't going
to be home at 6. Maybe later, she go out with a drink with her friends after work. Maybe sometimes 7, sometimes 8. So after that, you know what I'm saying, we got a routine down pat. So now we bringing it back to 96, man. It's a few things I remember in 96. That summer in 96, I remember vividly because I was living in Norfolk and I came back up here for the summer of 96. That's when the Olympics was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I remember this street was jumping in 96. You know what I'm saying? My man Tuday lived across the street.
Yeah.
My man Dale lived at the end. And then at this house right here, what's that right there? I think that's 1859. Was it 1859 or was it 1857 they was in? I think it was 1857 they was in.
Who?
BB and them.
Oh, yeah. No.
It was 1857 or 1859?
1857,
man.
Yeah.
Talk about 1857. BB and them, man. Shout out to BB, Mark, Melissa, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about that time.
So I'm going to tell you how I met them.
Because
Foots was messing with it at first.
Right.
So he kept saying, I got this problem.
Right.
So he would never show me who she was, right?
Right.
So one day we in the cut, and she come walk through the cut. And I bumped her like, you know how you try to get her attention. So that night, I stayed over her house. And from that day on,
right,
because, you know, BB was never home.
Right.
So when BB finally come home and she met me, that was the hangout then. That was
man,
it. Was turned
that
up.
shit was, hey, nigga, when I say that was the spot, nigga, that shit was like, I don't know if y'all remember the video by motherfucker Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, motherfucker, it's like this, and like that. And when the motherfuckers had a house party, that shit was like that shit.
Day.
And then during this time, niggas was All Eyes on Me, Pac was out. And they used to listen to that shit every day. They used to listen to The Bone. Niggas stole my game too, man. I had Coach K college basketball on Sega.
Yeah.
One of them niggas stole my game and I found that shit over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the fuck did it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit was so like, what was y'all was doing y'all thing out of there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
we never did nothing out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that was our hangout spot.
Yeah. But that was just a chill spot.
The chill spot.
It was just a party spot.
Every day.
So now, and I remember, like, this the funny thing, like, niggas showing their age. I remember y'all niggas was drinking Special Brew.
Special Brew.
Remember, it was the St. Ives, but it was the flavor joints.
No. I was drinking Red Bull.
Okay, yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, though. Yeah, the Special Brew joint and shit.
Bull.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas, I seen niggas drinking the Special Brew, so then another situation happened, man. I never forget. I don't know if you was out there. The nigga 2-Day fought some nigga, man. The nigga stripped down to his drawers and was fighting in his boxes. I forgot the name. It was some dark-skinned nigga. I think he was cool with some of them. And then
I think he probably talking about that night.
Everybody was out here.
Everybody was like, no. It started because 2-Day kept going down Palm Park.
Yeah.
Like going back and forth, trying to play both sides.
Yeah.
So when they came up here, that's when he got the fight.
Yeah.
And then when we went around the corner, me and 2-Day got the fight. And that whole night it was nothing but fights.
Hey, tell me your thoughts of 2-Day, man.
Man, got a lot of love for 2-Day, man.
Yeah.
That was my man, but me and this nigga every day would fight. I was about from the time we was kids, because 2-Day lived in
Yeah, that's I'm hip.
He moved over here. I saw me and we talked, you know what I'm saying, while he was in, he talked, and he was like, man, like, bro, you the only one that I couldn't beat.
Yeah.
He could never beat me.
Nah.
Never.
That nigga had heart, bro.
That's what and listen.
Yeah, that nigga had more heart than skills.
So let me say something. I ran into him while we was in, right? He was on the other side. So I go over there. So dude like, man, you know Slim?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. So he like, I told y'all, that's my man. Woo. So I told him, I said, when he went back up the step, I said, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. The nigga talk.
Yeah.
But he will fight you.
Yeah.
He will fight you.
Yeah. He don't suck
that's
up.
One thing I would say about
that nigga. And he take his L's, but he would keep coming back.
Yeah,
like the nigga took some punishment, but he gave punishment too.
He did.
My first recollection of 2-Day, bro. Now mine, like I said, it's 93. So I'm looking out the window. He knocking on it's a 4 corners to their little window joint.
Yeah.
So he knocking on one, trying to let in. Shout out to Miss Linda, RP, man, little Marcus and everything. So I was like, so he was out there for a minute. So I was like, hey, this one the nigga used to wear the little bald head and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, bro, you need to use my phone? That nigga say, man, fuck you.
Because he's bad, he couldn't get in.
He was bad. Nigga said, fuck you. So that was my first introduction to 2-Day, man. But if you want a nigga, man, that was gonna fight with you,
2-Day gonna fight.
He was gonna fight with you, bro. And the nigga was like, and it was wild because it was like the nigga name was so notorious because it was also you were getting some shit too, fucking with this nigga.
2-Day,
You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget. It's a funny story, and this is no lie. The nigga 2-Day was his name. He had a sister named Tomorrow and Yesterday.
Yeah.
So everybody would say that. So niggas were like, nah, you lying.
No,
I'm like, his sister name was Tomorrow and Yesterday, and I remember we seen Yesterday, and I said, she's like, my name Yesterday, and I said, you got a brother named 2-Day? She was like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, nah, I'm not even on it like that. Because the nigga, she said, nah, my brother be in so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking you on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
and then another situation, man, with 2-Day and shit, man. Oh, the nigga Ty said he seen the nigga in jail. And the nigga was like, what's up? So he seen him through the glass and shit. I think Ty was in the holding pen.
Yeah.
Seen the nigga 2-Day come through the line. He was like, what's up, my nigga? Blah, blah, blah. He said the nigga 2-Day said to Ty, he said, hey, Ty, watch this. Turn around and start stealing the nigga. Start going. He said the motherfucker Goon Squad came and started whooping his ass.
2-Day
just a wild nigga, man. Just a wild nigga.
Naturally wild.
Just wild, bro.
Just before he started getting on the drugs.
Yeah, just wild. Nigga was just wild, man. Like, he was the first YN.
Yeah, real live.
He was the first YN, man.
That boy was
He was the first YN. So, like I said, 96, man. And then also we want to talk about another incident in a parking lot, man.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about what happened in the parking lot.
Man, matter of fact, was I in Melissa's house? I think I was in Melissa's house, and they came home from school. So Will like, yeah, man, I'm ready to fight this nigga Steve now, Palm
Park Steve.
Yeah. So,
Willie.
Yeah. So he say, man, they gonna pull up in the parking lot. I was saying when they pulled up deep. They pulled up deep. And so everybody out there, I'm like, look, y'all can wreck one-on-one. And he got the best of Will. And when he got the best of me, tried to kick him. And when I went over there to like break it up, that's when me and Lil Harold got into it. But shout out my man Harold, that's my man.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to
that's
Harold, man. Harold, man, that whole Palmer Park side, I love all them. Harold, CW, my man Ron, you know what I'm saying, my man Murphy, you know what I'm saying, my man Jamal, all them, man, Fatty, all the OGs, you know what I'm saying, my man Sid, Big Cedric.
Hugo.
Yeah, my man Cedric, little Little Kenny Mason.
Yeah,
Little
yeah,
Short
yeah,
Kenny,
son.
Little
Yeah,
Bang Bang.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Deontay. Shout out to my man Bread. If I forgot anybody down Palm Park, y'all know I love y'all, man. My man Terrence. You know what I'm saying? That's my homie. My man Bud. Everybody down Palm Park, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all. It's like it's crazy because shit wasn't unified back then.
Nah.
But as we got older, you know what I'm saying? We kind of like came together.
Back then, it wasn't like it wasn't Landover. It was always Palm Park,
yeah, it was chopped up.
But as the years
Gone.
it became just
everybody,
Landover.
everything was Landover. So then, let's take it back, man. So your pivotal year in your life, man,
Yeah.
1997, man.
Yeah,
Let's take us back
1997.
to 1997 in a particular month.
Man, with 97, because I was outlawed then. You know what I'm saying? We was outlawed doing our thing, and I would come back and forth. So one thing led to another. You know what I'm saying? You know what happened.
Right.
And they called me 15 years of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was a true friend of mine that I thought was a friend. You know what I'm saying? Turned his back on me, man, and told them peoples on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I look at that pivotal moment, though, I think that saved my life.
Because you think you could have got
know
worse
it'd
if you would have been out here.
Yeah.
So it was like, I feel like God was like, you need to sit down.
You need to sit down.
Right.
He set me down.
So when you was going through that period, man, like during that moment in 97, because from what so let me ask you this. This is what I heard from here. I heard they ran into your folks' house. I heard they shot your dog.
They killed my dog, yeah.
So when you was going through that, what was your mind state emotionally? How old was you then? Like 19 or 20?
I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your mind state like emotionally and mentally going
so
through
initially, when it happened, I ain't think it was for
right.
But I did.
Right.
So I'm like, man, ain't no drugs here. This is my mother's house. Ain't no drugs here. Woo.
Right.
So I'm gonna rewind it like a couple of months prior to that. So it was a detective that we was going to the Chinese joint, the Chinese food store. I forgot the name of it. Mainland. So I see him. I said, man, I know who you is. Mind you, how things come back. I said, I know you. He said, who am I? I said, you police. You know what I'm saying? But that was just that. Right. I never thought like, okay, this was gonna be one of the ones that come in. So and you know when they run in your house, they got the mask.
Yeah, right.
So when they ran in my house, now my dog, I'm trying to tell him like, let me put my dog in, because I'm like this, my hands up, and my dog just sat down because he sensed.
What was your dog name?
Hannibal.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you know, I used to.
And then you gave Ty dog too with Shaka.
Yeah, I gave Shaka. I gave Shaka. So they like, where you gonna put us? I'm gonna put him in the bathroom. So I go take him to the bathroom, but at this point he already knows something ain't right.
Right.
So in our house, you can run through the back room and come through the kitchen. So he ran that way. I'm coming this way. By the time I can get to him, my dog was already in full launch mode, and they hit him. And so I lay down on the ground, and I could just see the back of my dog, and that was my dog, man. So I'm like, man, I ain't had to kill my dog. And my sister and my nephew was upstairs.
Wow.
When all this was going on.
Yeah, little Nico.
Yep. So the detective one, I say the one prior to, he pulled his mask up and kicked me in my face. Said, I told you I was gonna get you.
Wow.
Yep. And then when they took me down to the station, like I said, I'm still thinking it's for drugs. Man, I seen homicide. And I swear for God, bro, like the police realized was like, we finally got him. You know what I'm saying? So that was an ordeal, man. That was really changed the course of my life.
Did your heart drop?
I still ain't realize what was going on.
Right, you still ain't, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once they get you in that interrogation room and they start asking you these questions.
So when you finally figure out what was happening, were you just like, oh shit?
When they got me in the interrogation room.
Yeah. You was like, oh shit, yeah.
And when they start asking me questions, they ask me detailed questions.
So when they asked you the detailed questions, did you figure that it was somebody?
Yeah, I knew. I already knew.
You already
when
knew?
they said everything they said, everything was going in my mind, and I ain't even gonna bullshit you. Have you ever seen that movie, Usual Suspects?
Yeah, that's my movie.
Listen to me. I used to always
watch Sose.
What? Man, I made out. I mean, I'm saying, God forbid, however it turned out. You know what I'm saying? I was young. You feel what I'm saying? But rest in peace to the young man, man.
Yeah. And I like that, man. Like you know, I named this series called The Trap Left Scars because it's like, you know, even though we have been like fortunate to grow and evolve past that, it's still scars from it. You know what I'm saying? It's still things where, you know, other people got hurt. It took parts of our lives. But it's still, like you say, you can't really regret it because it kind of, it's the story to where we at now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the person, you know, who you feel, you know, who kind of did you dirty, do you still have any ill will towards him?
Man, you know what's crazy? So I'm gonna tell you a couple stories with him. So when I first came home, I still had the animosity.
Right.
Yeah, I did. I still had the animosity. So I had just got married at the time. So my man called me. He seen him. He at the grocery store. Now mind you, I'm standing up in Marlboro. He always out. The shoppers used to be up at Walker Mill. Bro, I got in the car, drove over there. Now I'm stalking him in the store.
Right.
But he don't see me.
Right.
So I see him, dude. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. When I got back in the car, I cried, man. Cause it was like, damn, bro, like you was my man. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward some more, I ran into his brother. And I was working out there out Southwest. And I told him, I said, look, bro, like tell your brother, I ain't mad at him no more. But we can't ever be friends again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he tell him or whatever. I don't know how long it took him to tell him, but he finally told him. So Slim sent me a message on Facebook, a real long message. Now you revving me back up.
Because he was getting defensive probably,
Yeah.
probably trying to make it seem like you tripping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I said, man, where you at? Man, I'm doing something right now. Because I called him. And I called his brother. I said, call your brother.
Because you know he ran back into the city. He kind of reinvented himself in the city type shit. Yeah.
I say, listen, where you want me to meet you at tomorrow? He said, you can come around 21st. Bet. Went around 21st. And when I got there, you know what I'm saying? I see his brother in the middle of the street. So I don't see him yet, but I see his nephew way
You talking
down.
about his big brother that did time too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I see his nephew. So I'm like, all right. So he come down there, we talk. So I'm like, dude, like, nigga, I got it in the black and white. You know what I'm saying? You was anonymous.
You got ink.
You was anonymous, but you gave your beeper number to them folks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what solidified it, I had a cardboard I used to write my numbers on. My mother found that joint. Because we seen the number on the Discovery packet. She brought it, joined up Marlboro and put it on the thing. That was probably like my only time I cried when I saw it. It really hurt my heart. You know what I'm saying? It broke my heart.
Right.
So we talked. He told me, man, you got to clear my name. I said, nah, I ain't got to clear your name, but nigga, you know what you did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing come of it. So the last time I saw him, we was down Aqua. And I said, man, I need to get this on my chest. I said, man, let me holler at you. And I walked him down the cut. I said, Slim, I was ready to do that to you. And his eyes got big. He was like, yeah. But I said, it's over with now. I did my time. Because I committed the crime. I did my time. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't holding it against you no more. I took my accountability for that.
So let me ask you this. So it's a rapper named Troy Ave. You ever heard of Troy Ave? He from New York. And I was actually on Troy Ave platform. He got a series called The Streets is a Myth. Did you ever see that interview I did?
Seen that.
And I kind of told him, you know, my time in the streets and talked to him. But he said the streets is a myth, meaning like he's saying like the streets ain't how they promote it to you. It's a myth because some of the people who, because I know some niggas that's killers, the steppers, the snitch.
Yeah.
And it's like people kind of pick and choose
who they going.
Yeah, or when they going to enforce the rules or enforce the morals of the street and the law of the street. And me, right? I never consider myself a tough guy. I never consider myself, you know, but I've been in the mix.
Yeah.
But I always held my own where I never stole from nobody. I never ratted on nobody. I never did nothing questionable, even when I was scared and fear. Then you got people who kind of have this name and image that don't live up to the same thing. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like the streets is a myth to a degree? Meaning like the shit that we sold, people don't even live up to it themselves.
So I'm going to say this, right? Yeah, I would go with that. But myth might not be my choice of word for it. You know what I'm saying? I just know it's a concept to where as though it's stages to it. You know what I'm saying? You start off young because you're intrigued by the fast money, the girls. You know what I'm saying? You seeing the older guys with it.
Right.
So you get older. As you get older now, you not necessarily pushed it to it because I ain't had to live the lifestyle.
Yeah. It was a choice.
It was just my choice. But, you know what I'm saying? So when I got into it, then as you grow and you see different things and hear, like we could be talking right now, and I might walk away. I might walk away from you. You feel me? Slim might walk up. Now, man, you my man. And this is the biggest thing, the issue about the streets. Another nigga walk up. Nigga start talking about me to you. Mind you, we just walk past each other. And that's how a lot of things get started.
Yeah.
Instead of you like, man, I don't even want
triangulation, going through a third party instead of going directly to the source. And that's, matter of fact, what I just told you off camera about a situation where, nigga, I went straight to the source. You telling this person, that person, nigga, talk to me. Because shit get lost in translation. And then what you notice a lot of times, people do is that they be trying to, that's a manipulation tactic where they trying to recruit people against you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Underhandedly. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, 97, man, we going fast forward to 98, 99 on the Chop Left Scars. Now, we in 1999, man. at this time you in.
Yeah.
Where your mind at right now?
Man, honestly, in 99, I was still in shock.
Mm-hmm.
I was in shock for my first 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, 99, I was down ECI.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, back then, it was gangs, but it wasn't gangs like it is now.
Yeah, right.
Like, they used to try to recruit me, but I ain't come from that culture.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't come from that culture.
Was it New York niggas?
No, it was BGF.
BG Baltimore. Okay, yeah.
And, you know, regardless, like, most of the dudes that I was cool with was from Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My man Lips.
I ain't gonna lie, Baltimore got some real niggas, man.
They do,
like
they
they had us at odds, but when you get to know them niggas, and they get to it.
Yeah, they get to it.
Because that's a different type of money up there.
Different type of money.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
hold on, let me tell you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take you to 98 when I was down Marlboro. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Donnell Jones and Mookie Jones. You heard of them? From East Baltimore.
Okay.
They sent them down to Upper Marlboro.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Mookie was on the same tier together.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, he loved us.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that man loved us, man, because he did an interview with Don Diva.
Okay.
And he was like, I want to give my DC boy a shout out, whatever.
One thing I noticed too, bro, when it comes to like even with New York, DC, Baltimore, money get us respect money get us.
Yeah.
Because that's the universal language. You know what I'm saying?
Language,
you know, little local niggas, whatever. But if you getting money, you gonna do business with a motherfucker that ain't from you. You know what I'm saying? But if a nigga price right and you shopping with him, you gonna say, nigga, I ain't fucking with you, Baltimore ass nigga. You gonna, you know, and then he gonna want your money. It's like y'all scratch my back, I scratch your back. So we bring it up to 99. So you in. So this is when things kind of changed in my life.
Yeah.
So you in. 99 was a kind of pivotal year because I moved from around here in 99. I moved from here to Fairfax Village in DC. I remember I was so depressed. I was like, man, these my friends. Like, I'm like, man, I don't want to move. I moved February 99. I'll never forget. It was the Super Bowl. The Atlanta Falcons had played the Broncos. I remember a few weeks after that we moved, and I was still going to Parkdale. But I was going around, my aunt lived on Fool's Terrace. I repeated my aunt June. And that's when I met Fife and all them. And, you know, his little brother, Donnie Psycho. I repeat my man Shannon, my man James Cherry. So my mother would drop me off around Fool's Terrace and I was going to school there. But then I got expelled. Yeah. I brought a weapon to school and shit. Nigga, they jumped my man and I brought a knife to school. And we talk about shit saving your life. I don't know who told on me, but I remember I was in class and the administrator pulled me out of class and was like, let's check your locker. And they found the locker and they found the weapon and I got expelled. And that probably saved my life because I probably would have did some shit, stabbed somebody, did something. Right. So it was like kind of like shit that was happening was kind of like saving me, right? And then Ty moved from around there in 99. He had moved around by 21st on 17th Street in Northeast with his father. So we moved. But then we just kept coming back around here though. Yeah. We moved, but we still was from around. Cause like I tell people, man, when you raised, you could be born. Like let's say I lived in DC from my birth to 11, but 11 to like 17 is your formative years. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So once you start, cause my friends from the DC, so like, nigga, you ain't from Landover, you from DC, but I'm like, nah, I'm from here because this is why I kind of learned shit. I got my stripes. So 99, man, we in front of this house, man. This is a special house right here.
Yes, indeed.
This is a special house, man. My man Dirty, my man Lamar, man. Miss Margie, R.I.P. R.I.P. to Beanie, man. So when you was in, man, this is like when things start formulating. We used to come over. So when I used to get on the F-14. F-14 to get to Bradbury Heights.
Yeah.
It came on Southern Avenue in Pennsylvania by Fairfax Village, and it took you straight out there and it dropped you right there. And we used to walk through the cut, and this was the first stop where we used to go to. My man Dirty house, man. Everybody came, and this is when I think things started getting unified because, you know, Lil Roger, Lil Dion, my man Lil Gene, my man Fats, R.I.P. to Fats, man, who got killed. Good brother. We all used to come over here. 2 day. Everybody used to be at Dirty Spot. Which was your thoughts about Dirty Spot before you went in?
It was a spot.
It was a spot.
Yeah.
It was a spot. It was a spot.
Like I say, back then it was not that too much of that.
Yeah.
But it was me, Dirty, Mac, my man Mac. All of us used to be over here.
Yeah.
But no, that's when we used to go to the strip club.
Right.
We go to Irvin's.
Okay, I remember Irvin's. Shout out to Irvin's.
Margie would let me take Dirty to Irvin's with me. Right. I was getting this in free.
Yeah.
So we go in that joint one day, right? Dirty and Will. Cause you know if you get in there, you gotta pay to get a check. We ain't paying to get nothing. So I'm sitting down, getting my freak on. I see them arguing. I stand up, trying to break it up. Niggas stole me. I'm like, what? Man, they put us out.
Right.
They let us back in. So now I'm walking through the club looking for this nigga with a Philly hat on.
Right.
Because of them. Because of Dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like Dirty, that was my son's son, man.
Man. So so even Palmer Park niggas was starting to come up here. Yeah. Junior, shout out to Junior, man. Cuz old head, man, OG. So Palmer Park niggas like during the Sign 99, everybody kind of like clicking up, and we all this is when we start getting into the go-go culture. You know what I'm saying? We start going to the Ice Box to see Northeast Groovers. You know, so we going to the Black Hole. We all formulate, man. I got a crazy story, man, about your cousin, man.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? What the fuck was your cousin name, man? Light-skinned nigga, man, that was drinking, yeah. He was your cousin.
Carlos.
Los.
Yeah, Carlos. Yeah.
So, this nigga Los was drunk, bruh. So at this time, like 16, 17, right? So nigga Los just drinking, he tripping. So, you know, he used to get fried.
Yeah, he started doing that when I went in.
Yeah, he was getting fried. So the nigga came at me. I don't know why it happened, but it came. I picked one of them bricks up and I smacked the nigga with a white brick.
Yeah.
I smacked Carlos with a white brick. So they just broke it up, kind of like phased him a little bit. So then one day, like 6 months later, he come out the joint. Nigga hop out the car. I'm thinking he got a strap.
Yeah.
So I'm scared. So the nigga like, come here. So nigga, if a nigga tell you come here, you know what I'm saying? You be kind of dumb to come. So I'm like, man, nah. So the nigga was like on some like he was reaching shit. So I'm running through the cut. This nigga get in his car. This nigga chasing me all through shoppers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get away. Nigga, like 4 years later, the nigga see me and shit. The nigga was wild because he acted like he gave his life to God or some shit.
Yeah.
So the nigga came up to me on some like, he gave his life to God, but then he hit me with the, nigga, you think I forgot about that shit years ago? Nigga trying to fight me and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, that was a motherfucking wild ass story. So then, like, we could go to the 99, 2000. So around 2000, that's when we started a go-go band called On Top. It was my man Terrence, my man Ty, my man Will, shout out to him, my man Mike. And we used to play at this club called the KYD Pump down Palmer Park. I feel like the go-go brought us all together.
Yeah, that's what I say, yeah.
Because then we was playing down the Palmer Park at KYD. Then we had niggas from Kentland coming to see us. We had niggas from Bright Seat. It was like, at this point, it was like, nigga, everybody was hanging together.
Yeah.
Bright Seat, Palmer Park, you know what I'm saying? 01 was probably one of the best years of my life. Like, nigga, we just talking about, we wasn't even getting no bread. We was just living life. We was fucked. It was like when you broke, you had the funnest because there ain't no pressure.
There ain't no pressure.
We had moved to Nova Avenue in Capitol Heights. That spot was like, nigga, that was before it was a trap. But we wasn't trapping, it was just a hangout spot. I'm talking about Lil Tyrone, Lil Jerome used to be over there. All my niggas from around Bellhaven, my nigga Ant Blackwell, he locked up. You know what I'm saying? Gene, everybody you could imagine used to be over Dirty. Everybody was over in that spot. And that was some good times. So then we gonna walk, right? So 01, 02, you know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. So I'll never forget, you know what I'm saying? During this time, I'm working at NRH. I'm working in dietary. And I remember 04, we started selling a little tree.
Yeah.
Nigga, Thai folks lived around Pitts Place. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of tree, a little bit of ounces, and we doing our thing. But at this time, I'm like, the tree was cool, but I'm like, man, I wanted some more money.
Yeah.
I wanted some real bread. So then, I remember one day, I was sitting right here, and I had a conversation with a fella, man, we call him White Boy. And White Boy had something, and I came to him, I said, White Boy, put me on, man. He was like, what you want? I said, man, I want to make some bread. So he gave me something. He said, look, you take this right here, all you gotta do is stand in that cut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You stand in that cut, and everything will work itself out. So he gave me the thing. So the thing he gave me, right, we call it an 8-ball, right? I was so green, my man Antron, man, shout out to Antron Peanut, he helped me chop it up. But I was trying to stretch it to get more money, but the shit was so small, I remember I tried to serve Lucky.
Yeah.
Motherfucker Lucky
yeah.
said, I tried to serve, so matter of fact, RIP to Jim. Jim was out here with me. You know what I'm saying? So Jim out here with me. So I served Lucky and shit. Now mind you, the rock small as shit. So Lucky come up to me. Now mind you, this is another thing people don't talk about hustling. People think it's just easy when you get some money or when you get some product. You just I'ma
Yeah,
tell.
it's out there, yeah,
Nah, cause they already got a clientele. They already know. They don't know if your shit good or not. They don't know who you are. You're a new face. So they're like, who the fuck is this little nigga? You know what I'm saying? So it's not as easy. You gotta put in some work. You know what I'm saying? So I go over there. Little, you know, Lucky is part of the LGBTQ community. He was probably a pioneer. He was a trans. Yeah, he was tough. He was a trans woman, but he, you know what I'm saying? But he, you know, he was a fighter.
Yeah.
So I remember I tried to serve Lucky, and he said, "This is exact words. Damn, baby, I can't even fit this in the stem. Yeah. The rocks was so motherfucking little.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
The rocks was so motherfucking little where I had to sell 2 rocks just to make one.
But it's crazy you talk about Lucky, because I met Lucky in Columbia Park.
Right.
Just before they started doing anything over there.
Right.
We used to walk over there, like when they ain't doing it over there, we'd go over there because, you know, they had their little gay strip right there.
Right.
That's when I first met Lucky, man.
And then, so that's when I got my feet wet. It's like 0405, I'm out here. But the thing about selling crack, it wasn't for me because it was fast paced. It was like a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't me, meaning like, you had to really, the shit is, man, you got to be a mathematician.
Yeah, you get put up with your wheels spinning.
Then at the same time, you got to have a cold heart. I wasn't really cold-hearted right like that yet. I was still kind of, I'm an empathetic person by nature. But it was like, man, like, nigga, I was so green, nigga, crackhead said, man, just give me, I'll pay you back tomorrow.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Dumb me like a motherfucker. What the nigga Biggie say, you think a crackhead paying you back, forget it. You know what I'm saying? And I was green. But something switched, man, 05, 06. A different substance came into our lives.
Yeah, they took over.
Yeah. And when I say this, so matter of fact, we're gonna talk about DeCasa and we talk about Black Dirt. They was from the city. They was from Northeast. But when they came over here, and that during this time Kirk was locked up. He came back home like Kirk came home in 03. But during this time, I'm gonna give them niggas, the city niggas, their credit. They had this joint booming.
But I'm gonna tell you though, Costas, you know, Eric brung him around here.
Yeah.
So Costas was out here
before that. But he came back. Yeah. They had it booming, bro. They had this shit booming where it was some real money. And this is why I say another substance came over. So Ty, he started fucking with Foots.
Yeah.
Foots had, we'll call it
candy.
Candy. It was little pills. So when I seen these little pills, we were selling. It had little, you know, we have like a sour apple on a banana or a peach, right? Blue dolphin. So when I got these shits, right, it worked perfectly for me because I was a go-go nigga. I was a party nigga. So this shit, you didn't really have no, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have to really stash. It was like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have to cut it up. It was already there for you. So I'm going to the go-go's. I'm like, what's up? And I'm getting that shit off like this. I'm like, oh, this is my lane right here. Yeah, this is my lane right here. Because I don't got to work. It's not stressful. I could do it. And then it was almost like it was a weekend type thing because niggas would come get it Friday to Sunday.
Yeah.
During the week, it'd be a little bit slow. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So also I got a story, bro. I was out here green, had a whole 8-ball on me. Police, you know, the police, if y'all don't know, the police station is in Palmer Park. So the police riding up and down here all day. We taking heavy risk around this motherfucker. The police know some niggas by name. So one day the police came. It used to be a basketball court out here, a little hoop. And I stashed, this is before that camera right there, right? I stashed my shit, right? So because I'm so green, somebody watched me stash my shit.
Yeah.
So y'all know what happened when I came back to get my stash. My stash was gone.
Yeah.
So I'm out here kirking like, man, y'all niggas dirty as shit. Y'all know I'm new out here. What up? Why y'all? Ain't nobody saying that. But I'm going to say this. And in hindsight, that shit probably saved my life because I didn't know the difference between a distribution charge and a possession charge.
Yeah.
I had a whole 8-ball on me. That's a distribution in baggies.
Yeah.
That's paraphernalia. You know what I'm saying? That's intent to distribute. So if I would have got caught up, I would have got a felony.
Yeah.
Would have fucked my life up. So that shit really changed me. I mean, really helped me in retrospect. And then that's when I started fucking with the pills. And also another substance, we gonna call it water. That really took off.
Yeah.
When that made us a lot of money around here.
I think that's what probably put Landover.
Yeah, that put Landover
over the edge.
Over the edge.
Like I'm in at the time, but I'm hearing the story. And then White Boy came down there.
Yeah. And then that's when my man Ty kind of rose up the ranks and was like kind of the head honcho when it comes to that. And then at that time I'm living in Capitol Heights on by the hobo shop. I had my own spot. I was like one of the first niggas around here to have my own spot. And when I say my spot, was the spot, meaning like I'm talking like from everything, anything you want. Like if the police came in that spot, we in the jail to this day. You know what I'm saying? And so when you was in, what stories was you hearing about us out here? Did you knew Ty was moving around like that?
Yeah, like I say, cause when I got to camp, you know what I'm saying, I had got me a phone. So I knew stuff that was going on out here before anybody else knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause Dirty would call me, and that's when I first heard about D.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I used to feel some type of way, like, man, how did that dude come out there, like everything we did to get that where it was at, and then they, you know what I'm saying? But then it was always still a respect factor, like they would talk about me to him.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, I still had my wings out here, like, okay, all right. So when I came home, I met him.
Right.
I met him, but this time he probably fell off.
Yeah, I heard he fell on some like hard times type shit.
Yeah.
So this the crazy thing about that, right? This some gangster shit that went down, right? So when D was doing his thing, Kirk came back. Kirk, Dog, Zaz, all them.
Yeah.
So when Kirk came back, he like, I'm this and that. And D like,
no, you ain't. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, when you was away, then you know, Kirk who is who he is. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little tension. But I seen two niggas work it out where it was like, hey, look, I got over here. Came up with the shift.
That when they came up with the shift.
Yeah, I got over here. Black D was like, I got over here, and y'all do y'all thing over there.
Yeah.
So that parking lot was
KP and them.
KP and them headquarters, and it was like a mutual agreement, and that was good to see where it was like, because in a way I was kind of torn because, you know, KP the OG, I fuck with him, but then I fuck with him and Constance because they just put me on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come up under them. Right. Y'all niggas was gone, so these was kind of like, you know, my connect. And then it was so funny how the streets run and how the economy of the streets is. All them niggas was out here doing their thing. I was getting all their money when they was partying with the pills.
Yeah.
So when it's time to turn up and celebrate, they calling me.
Yeah.
And that's how the money just cycled in the street. So I'm gonna tell you from my perspective, man. Let me ask you this: what was your perception of me as a little kid? How did you perceive me as a kid?
Like I knew you was a good kid. You know what I'm saying? I knew you ain't.
I wasn't really about that.
Yeah, like I said, then once you started hanging around Ty, and you know Ty was my little man.
Yeah.
And then, but you remember Skeet?
Yeah, of course. Skeet was funny as shit.
That's how I met Ty.
Skeet funny as shit.
Like that's how I met
Southwest Skeet.
Because of Skeet.
Yeah, Southwest Skeet.
That's when all y'all used to hang together.
Yeah.
Like I say, we used to be back here playing football.
Yeah.
Or go to the basketball court.
Southwest
Skeet. You was a good kid. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't built for, like you knew you wasn't built for stuff like that.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I say that because the thing about the streets is like, I was a good kid. You know what I'm saying? I was into comic books. I was into motherfucking sports, wrestling. But then once you start getting into it, you evolve into something like I'm gonna tell you what it was for me, right? So, you know, it gave me a confidence I ain't never had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once I started selling drugs,
you became somebody.
I became somebody.
Yeah.
It was like then I was associated with a hood. Niggas are like, no, that's a little dirty from Landover. And then I'm going to the go-go's. Then I'm getting a little bit of bread. Nigga, I was going up against the wall.
Yeah.
Niggas was on that LRG shit back then.
If that's what you know, when you know that you can say that switch is on.
Yeah.
When you start going by your own clothes.
Exactly. And I'll never forget, it was this nigga, I was going to this program called Saucer Bruce. So Saucer Bruce was a house in D.C., was like a halfway house for kids. My mother put me out and I lived there, but they had a program called Youth Build where you go to work for a week and then you take class for another week and they give you a stipend. They give you like $300.
Like pretty much like job.
But if you stayed at home. Yeah. It was this nigga named Man. He was from 4th and Rhode Island because this was a D.C. program. By this time, we was living back in D.C. I still had the D.C. address. So this nigga Man, I'll never forget. This is when the Jay-Z Blueprint shit came out. And he had like a little short back Cadillac. So I'm riding with the nigga, man. And this will kind of open my eyes and my perspective too. So we riding around. We go around Mayfair. This is when, not Mayfair, this is when Kenilworth was the weed strip. They had a blue light out there. So we go out that joint. I'm just riding with this nigga. He was a little older. He was like, little homie, ride with me. So one day he said, I'm about to go to this liquor store. He was like, I'm about to get a case of Moet. So I'm like, what's the occasion? He said, nothing, nigga. We just getting a case of Moet. This is what we do. So I'm like, the fuck? Yeah. Nigga getting a case of Moet. Yeah. And this nigga's out there, like, the two other niggas, they drinking bottles of Moet out the case. So I'm just looking like, oh, this nigga different. So then, at this time, it was a store on 7th Street called Lifestyles. So Lifestyles, we get the Coogee, the Iceberg, the Arexes, all that. So I took my little stipend check. I get my little Coogee fleece, the little Coogee fleece joint. This nigga went in there, nigga got an Iceberg belt. iceberg shirt, iceberg shoes, iceberg. I felt so small. I'm like, yo, this nigga, like, he doing it. So that kind of, like I said, seeing y'all, then seeing the image of that, and then finally getting to that level, man, it made me, it's like, it transformed me to something overnight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it was even people was like, nigga, I don't really, like, you ain't the same nigga no more.
Nah.
And let me ask you this too. I've seen where people who went hard on the street, and then when they went to jail, they were suckers. And I seen niggas who were suckers on the street and went to jail and turned up. What you think that's about?
I'm gonna tell you, like, when I went in there, you know what I'm saying, they been in there for so long, and I would see dudes, they come in, you know what I'm saying, and they quiet, or like we was the ones that everybody used to get up under the first, right? Because it was just like 5 or 6 of us, but we ain't play. So every time one dude would come in, my old head, he'd go, you know what I'm saying, scoop him up, like, what's up, so what you got going on? So when I would see them like branch off and start hanging with gang members, so I'm like, sorry. You know what I'm saying? But don't come out and wait with that.
Right.
But that was the thing of, like, I done seen with dudes, man, I could tell you a situation where it broke my heart, man. Little young dude from Baltimore. Shorty came in, he had 40 years. So, you know what I'm saying, he was in a cell with my man, so we kind of kept him under our thread. So again, he broke off, started hanging with the Baltimore dudes. You know what I'm saying, they gang members, but you're not. And I was at the job, I was working for the school, I was a tutor at school. So everybody going there, rock, man, you got, man, little deep, man, you know. And like I said, when he first came in, he was right up. Man, they say, mess with the boy. I said, no, he didn't. So man, I come on the chair, everybody around the cell. And I looked, peeked around, I said, man, you did that? He was like, yeah, man. You know what I did? Walk away. Yeah. And whatever they did to him, they did it. You know what I'm saying? Took all the stuff from him, but like, you lose your, whatever respect anybody had for you, you do that, that's it, it's over. Yeah.
So 06, I feel like, to me, that was like the pinnacle of the streets. I feel like after 06, the streets kind of, that time Big Meats got locked up.
Yeah.
And it was like a trickle effect, because that's another thing I learned about the streets. That shit, that little run you have, and that shit on, like, because droughts eventually happen, inflation happens, like, shit happen. So now, like, if a nigga, let's say for me, right, I was getting pills, you know what I'm saying, sometimes 100, 200, 300, and if a nigga wanted like 3 pills, I'm like, I ain't tripping off 3 pills, nigga, I got some money to make. But then it got so point, like, nigga want 3 pills, that nigga in Delaware, I'm driving to get that shit, because shit was dry. You know what I'm saying?
What's crazy? I'm gonna tell you, like, when I was out there, right, and when I came home, like, I only had 1 job in my life before I got, no, 2 jobs, actually, 2 jobs. So all I knew was the street.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So when I came home, I couldn't get a job. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I knew. Everything, you gotta have experience, you gotta have experience. And you know what it led me back to? To what I know. So boom, I did that then, like you said, it goes up, it got its ups and it got its down. When I went down again, I'm talking about, when I tell you I ain't have nothing, I'm talking about nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about completely nothing, bro. I went to Naked Tech and got my HVAC joint, and that's where my life started taking a different course. Again, and this me coming home. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So let's fast forward. You come home in 2012.
Yeah.
I remember, I think I seen a picture, was you. Shout out to my man Jamal, black ass Jamal, man.
Yeah.
I seen a picture, it was like you, Jamal, cuz, and y'all was like chilling up here. How did it feel coming home? You did how many years?
So 15.
15. How did it feel coming home in 2012?
Like I say, when I came home, it was a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Probably like the first 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It was just rough. You know what I'm saying? I got married, so I'm depending on my wife. So at this point, it's like, nah, I ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, let her keep taking care of me, right? So a good friend of mine, God bless his soul, he kept telling me, like, Rock, you don't wanna get in the streets, you don't wanna get in the streets. I said, look, man, the number's right, I'm gonna go. So he came home. We went down, what was that strip club? The world-renowned joint down off of Blacksburg Road. Stadium.
Stadium, yeah.
We went to Stadium. So we went up there, and that's when I knew he was really
moving around.
I get a broad $100 bill, right? Because I'm tired of fiddling around a little bit. I gave her a $100 bill. I said, look, my man just came home. Go get him. Man, I'm standing there. They come with the bags, the duffel bags of money. And we in the section.
Right.
I look. Well, I saw, I swear to God, I want to go back to that girl and say, give my money back. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I want to go back.
You ain't know shit was moving like that?
Man, yes. And then at that time,
oh shit,
that's when it happened.
Come on, OG. Come here, OG. I got no, fuck that. You gotta get on the camera. Fuck no, nigga. You get on the camera, Slim. Hey,
Yeah.
Slim, get the camera over here, bro. Hey, look, man. Look.
Yeah.
Hey, look. This right here, man. That house we was right there. This we talking about, my man, right? And my man Dirty. This right here is one of my OG, Slim. Like, this nigga right here, I love this nigga so much, man. Like, I was just telling him, man, I'm gonna ask you, like I asked Rock. As a kid, what was your impression of me as a kid? How did you see me as?
I mean, he was chill. He was cool, laid back and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, I was green, little green.
Nah, not really though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, according to as far as like way, what time, how far back? Because,
Like younger, like 10, 11, 9.
I mean, you know, you was out here, you know, running around here, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just, you know, having fun for real, you know?
Yeah, just
And
being a
you being a
kid.
kid,
Like
yeah,
shit.
you being a
Being a kid like
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna tell you why this nigga was the ladies' man. This
That's-
is like
yeah,
the Omar.
yeah.
This is like Omar Epps, motherfucker, Tay Diggs and shit. And I wanted to be like this nigga because he got all the chicks, man. And it's so funny, man.
Yeah,
I seen
he's
you
almost over
he out the game now. He he living good. I see the a young lady. We gonna call her Jacqueline. So I seen her.
Right.
I seen her in the motherfucking club. I said, "Shorty, your name Tiny?" She said, "Yeah." She said, and this will fuck me up. I should tell people this is my cousin. You my cousin, right? I said, "Yeah, that's my cousin." I was like, "Yeah, that's Mr. Vince. What's up, Mr. Vince?" I said, "Yeah, that's my cousin." She said, "Man." She said, "Yeah, your cousin had me motherfucker going crazy over here, man. I'm young as shit, trying to fuck shit up, man. But you know, we doing this joint called the trap left scars. So we talking about, you know, our origin stories in the streets, and man, I just want to say I love you, bro.
Oh yeah, love you too, nigga.
Man,
Know that,
you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be able to do what I'm doing.
Right.
And every time I go out and do shit like this, I'm rapping for all of us, man. Then, Mr. Vince, how you doing, bro? How you feeling? Yeah, good dude, man. He never called the police on us. You know what I'm saying? He knew what was going on, but he gave us grace. And I always respect you giving us grace.
Always.
Always, man.
We all need grace, no matter who you are.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Man, everybody.
Yeah, everybody outside, so it's like a reunion, you know what I mean? So I'm doing a little documentary, a little series I do, you know what I'm saying, called Trap Left Scars. So what was your thought, like seeing us out here when we was young? You know, we wasn't always doing the most positive stuff, but you know what I'm saying? How did you feel about it? Like, you know what I mean?
At first, I was annoyed. Let's be honest.
You was annoyed?
At first.
We was lowering down the property.
No, not that. So many brilliant brains, man, that doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But then again, as time go on, we know everybody got to adjust.
Now, hold on, ask him where it started.
Where it start?
Him and Derek in the back of my truck.
Kennedy?
Yeah.
Shout out to my nigga Dirt.
Back of my truck, I wake up.
Uh-huh.
Two little Bammers back
Yo.
having hammers, having a go-go session.
Yeah.
In
Right.
the back of the pickup truck.
Right.
But
Yeah.
after that, you go love these little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So man, we about to end on. So let me ask you this before we go. I'm gonna ask. So you been home, shit, what was that?
What's this, 12, 14 years?
14 years. How does it feel like to never? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you say in this day and age? Like, as far as like life and where you at in life? And I know you know you down south now.
Yeah.
Where are you at in life right now?
You know what? Nobody ever where they want to be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I'm at peace.
Right.
That's one thing, I'm at peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta look over my shoulder.
Come on now.
I ain't gotta worry about the police running in my house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really at peace.
Right. Right.
Sure enough, really at peace.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, all right, now me as a man, what's your thoughts on me as from a youngin' to a man right now?
Man, like I told you, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it take a lot to do what
Yeah.
you're doing. It take a lot.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? There's more people that want to do it.
Right.
You can start it, but then you got to have the ambition on how you
Right.
gonna make it grow. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, I'm proud of you, man. And I can say this message on camera.
Mm,
Don't ever get bigger than the program.
nah, never.
There you go.
Don't
Never.
ever get bigger than the program.
Because the one thing about life, man, if you get too high and get too arrogant,
It's
life
gonna
will
be a
humble
hard
the
fall.
shit out you.
Yes, it will.
And the motherfuckers you mistreated gonna be waiting you on the way down. And
Yeah.
then if you get too, you can't, when you low, you can't get too depressed too because
You
the
gotta get back
opportunity might be open the next day. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we're gonna lead like that. The Trap Less Scars. Look, my man, right? You know what I'm saying? My man Rock, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. V.
Mr. V. I wanna say, look, I love y'all. Y'all was real important in my life growing up. Even though I got a brother, I was raised as the only child. So it was like y'all was like my siblings. Like I told you, this nigga house was like, you know what I'm saying? They was like a Miss Margie, R.P. Bean. They adopted me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They adopted me, man. And we used to come over here. I mean, everybody, like I said, little Roger, Eugene, little Dion, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Niggas from everywhere used to come over here. And the shit I learned in the streets, man, it was like it was school. It taught me. Now, one thing about the streets niggas don't talk about, this like psychology.
Yeah.
You learn what manipulation is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You learn what narcissism is. You learn all these things. So now when I see certain stuff, I could tell by a nigga shaking my hand he ain't right.
And I was ready to say that. Now
You know what I'm saying?
Like you know the terms
Yeah,
of it now.
yeah.
Back then you just
Yeah,
like,
you ain't know.
something ain't right.
Yeah. So now I could tell, like the situation I was, what I was with dude.
Yeah.
You see how I approached it. I was on some mature, like, all right, then it ended up coming out later. I'm like, oh, that's why you acting towards it. I knew it was something.
Yeah.
But he wasn't telling me directly.
Yeah.
But I knew it was something. So when you see that, that's another thing I want to say this before we go. Listen to your gut. Listen to your first instinct. You know what I'm saying? And don't make permanent decisions off temporary emotions.
Yeah.
Sometimes walking away is the best decision. Don't mean you're a sucker. Beef costs money, man. Beef is time, it's money. You got lawyer fees. You got all types of
Just
shit.
know you can change your life in 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes it's less. Like, remember the movie, what was that? The Bronx Tale, when the nigga was chasing him for the $20?
Yeah.
And he was like, he owed me $20. He said, man, that's all he owe you. Look at it as a blessing. You gave him 20. He don't got to deal with this motherfucker no more because you know how he is. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it is in life, man. So we going to sign out, man. First episode, the Trap Less Scars, my big homie Rock, man. Peace and blessings, y'all. So look, I see this man, right? What's this and what's this represent?
Well, you see what it means? Yeah. Human understanding, humanity means against negativity.
So who brand is this and you know what I'm saying? What's the origin of it?
So this comes from my cousin. I told him I was going, you know what I'm saying, wear it for him. And this pretty much, he started it probably maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
He started like 2 years ago.
Okay.
So this would be his first little promo shot he got.
Okay. Yeah, man, I like it. You got it. I see you got it with the
the
Air
dope
Max
boys.
95.
Yeah.
The dope. I remember when them shits came out, bro.
Yeah.
Them joints timeless, bro. Like
So he actually made this for me.
right, custom made.
Yeah.
So do he got like a website or Instagram
He
or
got
something?
his Facebook page, Jerry Thompson. Instagram is Man.
Okay.
So get his shots, check him out.
Check them out. So you know DC always been known for having their own clothing brands and you know, started from the Madness and all day. Shout out to Kurt Bone, that's the homie. Shooters, everything. So this is just another extension of that, man. So support. All right, peace.